Not enough nonsense in your life? Need a little more? Well, get ready, because these two have it in spades.
Yes, I do.
Loose talk.
What are you talking about? Nonsense.
Even looser opinions.
Please explain.
And you're along for the ride.
Everybody strap in.
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
Hello.
Hey.
It's The Burble. And you know what? Sometimes on the podcast, I like to mute my mic and hide the beer under the table and crack it so it doesn't ruin the audio. Well, you know what? I thought I'd just bring it out into the open. Why not? Hello, this is The Burble. It's Benny here.
Az is here.
Hey, we're available wherever good podcasts go to. That could be Podbean, which we're there, Apple Podcasts, we're there, Spreaker, we're there. They even let us on Spotify, believe it or not.
I know. What about that?
What's going on there?
I think you can even ask your Googles to play us now,
yes.
can't you?
Yeah, now that Google has come to Australia and you're able to access it.
Yes.
We had to jerry-rig that. And thank you very much as well for enjoying the podcast. If you would like to send us a donation, please feel free to do so at theburble.au at gmail.com, because at the moment we've only earned about $1.60 so far.
We've got enough to buy the garbage bags to put the empty tins in to take down to the recyclers.
Not even that. Who sells individual garbage bags? Well, I guess they're 15 cents at Woolworths.
Well, there you go.
You've got to buy those now.
How many with that? Yeah, that'd probably hold a case of beer.
Probably.
Yep.
Coming up, we're going to talk about some stuff. Look, this is an old story. I want to run by it at some stage during this podcast. Bloke out at Dunedoo. And if you don't know where Dunedoo is, it's somewhere in the local area there, but a bloke's just ripped apart the golf course on his plough.
Yep, he's had a dunny don't.
And I don't know what it's over. I'm hoping that he lost at a game or lost a bet or lost some money or something like that.
He was pissed, though. Whatever happened, he was pissed.
A warning out of the US, don't fill plastic bags with gasoline. This is coming from officials.
Can't wait to get teeth stuck into that one.
Also over in the United States, 1,000 feral cats are being released onto the Chicago streets to tackle a problem. That's right, they're letting the cats out. Not the dogs.
The cats.
The cats are coming out. Remember that cartoon, Hey Arnold? I never watched it.
It was the kid with the football-shaped head.
Yeah, like but it was Stewie, but not.
Yeah, he was on before the Fairly Odd Parents, which I loved.
Hey Arnold's creator has been forced onto the internet to deny that there was any analingus in his cartoon.
What's analingus?
Well, I think it's the byproduct of once, like, you've changed your ringtone, like we spoke about recently, that analingus is able to be undertaken.
Right.
So to speak. Nintendo. Now, Nintendo games don't dissolve in price.
No, they don't.
Every other console.
The first Nintendo, like one of the first Nintendo games, like Super Mario, what was the Super Mario, the first one that came out?
Oh, you mean Odyssey?
Odyssey, yeah. It's still the same price as when it came out. The Switch is, 5 years old now?
Yeah, they don't reduce the costs over
we just keep buying them, though.
I know. That's coming up. On The Burble.
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
What sport gives you the shits participating in the golf?
Straight off the bat.
I've never seen you play golf.
You've seen me play golf once.
Where?
We were drunk at the university links many moons ago.
And that wasn't a real golf course. It was a hack and slash, to be honest.
It was. That's the one and only time I've ever played golf with you.
No, I've seen you get the shits at other sports like handball.
Yeah.
Which people call foursquare. That's dumb.
Foursquare? No, K-Rudd calls it handball.
It is handball.
It's handball.
That's what it's called.
Yep.
At our high school.
I enjoyed handball, though. I got the shits with it, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Golf, I don't enjoy.
You don't enjoy golf?
Way, shape, or form. Look,
what pisses you off about golf?
Look, the way I feel about golf is...
You should be happy with golf because you're an angry individual and you get to smack the shit out of a white ball.
Yeah, but then I've got to chase that fucking tiny white ball over acres of fucking ground
you don't
in
have
the hot
to chase
sun.
It.
Fucking hell, it's like hide and go seek
You're
for
doing
adults.
it wrong.
I hate golf.
I
hate watching golf. I hate playing golf. I hate talking about golf. I hate the fucking stupid outfits. And I hate the fact that I can't find a set of left-handed clubs that fucking work for me.
You're not left-handed.
I play golf left-handed.
Why?
Because that's how I was taught by my father.
Right, okay. Yeah, so you just got to be different, don't you?
That's how I was fucking taught.
Yeah, but I thought that because, I thought you'd like it because golf is rather sexual, as when you think about it,
What, smacking balls? Are you into BDSM?
No, you're trying to get your white glob into the hole. And the fairway is nice and open for you, and you just, and you would be like a Happy Gilmore just belting the shit out of that. And you can drink on the way. You can drink. You can smoke.
But you know where
it's
else?
like lawn bowls.
I was going to say, lawn bowls. Why fuck around on a whole golf course when you can just go to a square of grass that's next to a bar? You don't have to take hot cans in the back of the fucking stupid little electric vehicle.
They drive around in a vehicle and sell you beer.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I didn't know that, but it still doesn't change my mind. I hate fucking golf.
Anyway, a man is going to appear in court after allegedly destroying a golf course with a tractor in the New South Wales small town of Dunedoo.
You did fucking number on it. If you'd seen the photos, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Now, footage shows the chaos caused at the golf course after a man drove a tractor carrying a disc plough through the majority of the 9-hole golf course. The tiny town of 800 people located 340 kilometres west of Sydney was devastated.
They were aghast.
Yeah, members discovered 4 fairways and several greens on the 9-hole golf course completely torn up in the next morning. In fact, here's an eyewitness account of the situation.
You'll never see anything as long as you live like what's happened at the Dunedoo Golf Course last night.
He starts off. It's very romanticised, isn't it, really?
But like, look, I'm going to be unpopular.
Why?
He's in Dunedoo. Right,
And?
it's a farming community. It's
They're allowed
tiny.
to have a golf course?
Yeah, I'm not dissing their golf course, but if he's never seen a ploughed field, what the fuck's he doing in Dunedoo?
Well, I don't know. He might be a
shit farmer.
He might be a townie. He might live in the middle of Dunedoo and never had a bloody farm. He might have seen one. He's probably never worked on one. I don't know.
Well, I get he's upset, but I think he's waxing lyrical a little
He's
bit.
not. He goes on.
We've had a vandal come in and he has ploughed 4 fairways on the golf course. Lucky that he done there's the plough. Lucky that he done a hydraulic hose on it, or he kept going.
Now, you know when whacks happen, like they're going to whack somebody like in the mafia and stuff?
Yeah.
They will shoot the person with a gun and then drop the gun there. So they're not looking for a murder weapon. There's the murder weapon right there. He's left the plough right there. He's dropped it like it's a Glock.
Well, that's how he got caught. So he must have been like hate fucking that that fucking golf course with his plough, right?
Yeah.
Because he tore a disc off it. Now I don't know if you ever seen a disc plough. They're a fucking heavy duty piece of machinery.
Yeah,
and
but
old mates just said he blew a hydraulic hose as well. So he must have had that revving of tits off it. But the coppers turned up the next morning and went, oh, here's a plough disc. Oh, there's a serial number. Off down to the local rural supply store and into the computer, clickety-clackety.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to call a fucking sound effect here. Clickety-clackety and went, oh, yeah, that belongs to old mate down the road and he's sitting on his ass in jail now, isn't he?
Well, let's continue. Let's go on with the
right.
footage that we've got, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen anything like this in my life. This is one of the greens. He's just gone over and just ripped it fucking piece. That's the 9th fairway.
He's upset.
The video, this is fucked. I spend about...
Now, hang on a minute. This is coming from news.com.au.
That was the worst beeping I've ever
I know.
heard.
I heard him say fucked.
2 days a week here. I just can't fucking believe it.
They missed one altogether there.
Hang on a minute. When you're going to do a beep, Joel, like if you're going to say you're a of a fucking you don't hear me saying the word underneath.
No.
You're not hearing that. Old mate is.
It's phenomenal. See you, mate.
He's devastated. Like,
What are they doing over there at news.com.au? Like you put a beep on it, but you're supposed to take the audio out
or you
replace
leave
it.
a little bit at the end, just at the end.
Yeah.
Don't just go beep fuck.
Yeah.
Or fuck beep.
Yeah.
It's beep.
So the footage, the camera's panning around to the green, which has been ripped up. He's ripped the shit out of this golf
I reckon
course.
he did donuts.
Now, Ricky Bush is the general manager over there. And he said the incident was a blow to the community with golf the only sport residents can participate in during COVID-19.
Well, racism's high up in the list as well.
The club is a community asset. It's a vital part of the town, has. He's told Golf New South Wales, people are just staring at the mess and they're crying. Grown men are crying with
they've got to hang out with their wives now. They can't go and play golf all Saturday.
The course is going to be out of action for at least 4 months.
Yeah, because they're going to have to dig it up and
Resod it.
Sod it, yeah, and grade it, because those disc ploughs are designed to chew the shit out of the ground so you can grow stuff.
Now, I want to ask you a question, okay? Tractors and people getting in the way of sport has been around for years. Do you remember that bloke that used to drive his tractor onto the circuit at Mount Panorama during the race? A disgruntled resident got in his tractor and drove it onto the circuit That happened. I think it was in the 80s.
I don't remember that.
Might have been in the early 90s. Oh, yeah. Disgruntled resident got on
Disgruntled.
there. Now, and he was an old bastard too, this bloke.
Didn't
I'm
give
talking
a
about.
fuck.
But this one's a 34-year-old man.
He's got beef.
He does.
I want to know what beef it is.
I know.
Is it like Wagyu? Kobe?
No, idiot. I want to know whether or not that he was playing a stroke game, or he was playing a stroke game. When he got home, he would have done.
Stroking one out.
I did it. I got it. Yeah. It was all chewed up, all that kind of thing. Anyway, I want to know whether or not he lost money. You know what I mean? Or is he a disgruntled member of or ex-member of the board?
Maybe he got excommunicated or something.
Yeah.
Lost his money in the pokies.
Yeah. So, historic Dunedoo, if you want to know what Dunedoo is all about, it's famous for producing Hugh Bowman, renowned jockey of Winx before she retired. Hugh Bowman comes from Dunedoo. And I got to tell you right now, and rugby league star Brian Johnson as well, not AC/DC's lead singer. That's all that Dunedoo is famous for. Now,
they're famous for having a pretty cool name as well, Dunedoo.
Yeah. Well,
if you come from overseas, many Australian place names are fucking weird.
Yeah, they are.
So you can go to Wagga Wagga,
Yep.
right, and you can shorten that to Wagga.
Yep.
You can go to Woi Woi, but you'll never call it Woi.
No.
Now, we're born with that knowledge.
Yes.
But if you're an overseas person and you've been to Wagga Wagga and everyone's just going, I went to Wagga, and then you happen to go to Woi Woi, what's your first instinct? Well, I'm in Woi.
You're not going to call it Woi.
Well, why wouldn't you? Because Wagga Wagga gets shortened to Woi.
I'd like to take some friends that do live overseas, particularly in America, and I'd like to take them some places. I'll get the fiancé to take the male, and I'll take the female. Just swap it up.
We go to Wolf Creek, are you?
No. I just like go. I'm gonna. Well, I'm not going to tell you where we're going, and as soon as we arrive, I'll just flash me Wangaratta. or alternatively, if I wanted to break up their relationship, which would ultimately break up my relationship, what do you reckon if I took it a come by chance?
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
You're a fan of cartoons.
Oh, I love them.
You're a exaggerated
Especially
character.
if they're going to have analingus in them. We're going to find out soon about the Hey Arnold story. But
I can't wait.
Go ahead.
I can't wait to say analingus again.
I know.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Yep.
Like analingus.
I'm sorry, but they've said too many nasty words in this week's burble. Why do we have to take it to the pant area?
Well, we have a story now about pussy.
Indeed we do. Why I was asking is that it appears that Chicago, the Windy City over in the land of the free, has become a real-life set of Tom and fucking Jerry.
Now it has. It has.
So apparently there's a Windy City cat rescue mob, which are great people doing good work rescuing cats, because, I like cats.
Yeah, I know you like
Anyway,
cats, but
so-
I got to say, though, I'm quite worried for these cats because I've seen the size of rats in New York. Can only assume that these rats in Chicago would be as big, if not bigger, than their, New York cousins.
Possibly, maybe with a bigger drug habit, although New York.
I saw a rat on the tracks at Columbus Station in New York City in the year 2000, about the size of a cat. And I went, shit. Coupled with that shock, and it was my first time I'd ever been on the subway system in New York, which, by the way, has its own very unique smell.
I don't like the way that you're talking about our subways. They don't stink. You stink.
Yeah, nice one.
The Windy City Cat Rescue are trapping, fixing, and releasing feral cats back into the wild so they can eat the rats.
Now, these are cats that can't be rehomed.
Yeah, so these are violent offenders.
Yeah, they've done their time.
They have. They've done
feline juvie.
They've been castrated in juvie, and they're given parole. Their only job is to eat fucking rats.
That's it.
So
they're releasing these cats back they're integrating them back into general pop.
Yep.
And all they've got to do is eat rats.
Yep.
Is it successful? Well, there's actually audio here, and if there's audio with any story, I'm gonna play it. You know I am.
Inspirational.
Oh, it is.
In an effort to rein in Chicago's exploding rat population, an animal shelter has been releasing feral cats into hard-hit areas. After humanely capturing the feral cats, the Treehouse Humane...
I have to stop that there.
Treehouse.
There's an image of a cat licking its own cock.
Nice. Was it got the lipstick out?
Well, the leg is strategically placed in front of said lipstick. It's cleaning itself, but
You've never seen a cat lipstick, have you?
Isn't it twirly?
It's
Barbie.
It's Barbie. That's
why they make all that noise when they're banging at 3 o'clock in the morning. They're like,
Do you want me to go into the mating habits of the general feline?
Don't they get stuck together?
No, that's dogs.
No, I've seen
No, cats, they don't get stuck together. The idea is